Hey everybody, welcome back to Weem Home, our quaint little village here. We've got people wandering around. They decided to gather over here. I think they were basically saying good morning to each other or something along those lines. But are those farmhouse? Did I make that? Why did I make more of those? Oh, never mind. They put those down because that's right. I assigned them to go do other menial tasks, right? I need to basically give them their jobs back. Knox and Kimberly, we need to switch you back to farming. Let's do that before I forget. You are back to being a farmer. It's totally cool. And we'll get Knox back to farming as well. Wait a second. Which one did I do? Okay, I already did Knox. I need to do Kimberly. Back you go. Cool, so they're going to get back to what they were doing. We've got our daily update. We'll check that real quick. Yes, we are going to get a new person. Perfect. Okay, here comes our worker. She's kind of winding her way through the woods. We've got Kathy Evolved, as I have named her. Yep, that's right, Reaper. We're bringing Kathy in here. So basically, Kathy is joining us. I'm not entirely sure what job I may have her do. Probably... let's go ahead and pause this really quick and look. Kathy is what? 443. And what about these two? Okay, both higher on spirit. So I think that's actually fine. We're going to actually give Kathy a combat job. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe we'll switch her to herbalist. Maybe that's what we'll do. Because we can switch people into the combat mode, no problem. But it'd be good to get somebody leveling in this, because the next step here is cleric, which could be pretty cool later. But we obviously need to get them going as an herbalist. So there you go, Kathy. You are our new herbalist. You're going to go pick up that staff over here. Sweet, welcome aboard. We really have so much stuff to do. I've really been enjoying the game a lot, you guys. So this is what, our third episode. One of the things I wanted to mention before I forget was that I think in the first episode I asked a question. I said, if you know the answer to this, please do leave in the comments, let me know. However, that was earlier tonight. I am recording this, the third episode, kind of back to back with the other ones. No break. I haven't edited any of this stuff, so it's all running together. If you've left me advice or answered any questions in the first or second video and you're wondering, why is he not listening to my advice? I do apologize. I've actually been having such a good time with this. I've just finished one video and started with the next. But, so much to do. So much to do. Let's get back on track. So one of the things we have going on is we have a lot of farm stuff here, and I want to get a cook going. The problem is, what is this? Vortec Vids? Is he like, everybody's like paying attention to him? He had some interesting conversation. I find that hard to believe. But one of the problems we're having right now, it's not really that big of a problem, is that Kalohe, if we go to Kalohe here, oh, wow. Completely missed him there. More info. Kalohe hit level 1 Mason, so he's got 0 XP. We really need to get him to level 2. Why level 2? If we bring this guy open and bring this up, I need to make this spoon. And you can see that it requires Mason level 2. So what I need to do is I need to get Kalohe working. Now we don't really have a whole lot of stone here. Don't really have much to work with. So I can craft a couple things, but then we would run out, right? It wouldn't take very long. So let me think about that a second. I could make a hammer. That costs 2. Walls do only take 1, so I could make like 14 walls, or maybe like 7. Maybe we'll queue like half of this up. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do 7. We'll see how that goes. So this is Kalohe here. Kalohe's going to walk that over. He's going to get started. I'm actually pretty curious. Let's click him. No, that's not what I wanted. So he just did 1. We're assuming. I'm assuming he finished. Mojo is a Chief Footman level 1. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, let's go in here. I thought I was going to be able to bring this up. More info. So he has 21 experience at this point. And he just got another 21. So it looks like he's getting 21 per wall. If I did 7, it's 140, whatever that is, 8, or something like that, 147, something like that. Anyway, that is going to get him about halfway there. So we definitely need to get more stone in here. Definitely need more stone to work with. I don't think I need to buy any of this stuff. No. Now, right now I'm running these guys all the way up here to dig into the cave. It's hard to see because there's no textures, right? But it's in there. That's the wrong button. There we go. So there's the hole. Let's actually pause this and get some more people digging. One of the things that we could do, I have just seen in a video. I took a break, ate some dinner between episode 2 and this one. And I watched a video while I was eating, and the guy I watched, I forgot who it was, I brought his video up. He dug, he had a hole, and he had dug down, and you'll hit stone eventually. Now, it was pretty deep down there, so I'm a little hesitant to do that because he had to make a pretty big hole. But anyway, that did seem like it was a thing. So it could be that if we like started a tunnel here, that maybe we would hit stone without having to go as far back as this, but I don't know. That's really not that big a deal. Our bigger problem is going to be that we don't have anybody to go do that. Everybody's assigned very specific tasks. Food, I want to make sure I kind of keep going on. So while I pulled these guys off for normal tasks before, I don't think I'm going to do that this time. But we don't need to defend anything right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll switch Lane and Mojo off of their current jobs and get them doing some of that other stuff. Let's see. What did I say? Lane and Mojo. Change jobs. You, there. So we're going to get 2 of them going. Now, that's, I think, kind of been a big part of the problem in gathering, is that I've just got everybody doing their very specific jobs, and I don't want to do that. I need some more regular workers. I think the next number of people that I get, at least the next few, I may just let them continue to be our run-of-the-mill workers. What I should probably do, actually, you know what? These 2 guys, we're not really doing much with this. Okay, so we're going to switch Diplo off of here as well. Diplo block, we're going to switch you off. Right. And then we are going to switch Vortac off as well. Get these guys hauling some materials, doing things of that nature. I keep clicking the sun. I go to hit X, but that window closes by itself. So that's going to get us 4 workers. They're going to gather stone, cut any trees I may need. I don't think I have any trees indicated right now to be cut, so we're good there. I just need them to gather. I just need to get them to gather some stone. Okay, I wanted to double check whose video I watched. It's a YouTuber by the name of Conflicted Dylan, which is pretty funny because I've recorded a Software Inc. video, and it was actually his video I watched as well for that game. Just happened to be the one I caught for Stonehearth. So basically, one of the other things that I noticed in his video that I thought was really cool is that you can do custom buildings. I didn't know that that was a thing. I saw the button in there, rather. Let me say that. I saw that, but I thought it was only that you could customize the buildings that you could choose from that were default, or by default, which is to say, rephrased. I thought that you could just customize the ones that were here and then save those out. But as it turns out, you can actually fully build custom buildings. You can see I've got storage in here. It's actually one that I made. I'll go ahead and click this. So you can see this is like a shot of it that it took. I called it a storage building. And if I go ahead and hit build, you can see it there. How cool is that? I can hit V and kind of kill the roof there. So as part of the plan, you can actually put in decorations. I put lights inside, doors, windows, and I even included those 6 storage bins. So that's actually part of the blueprint there, which is so cool. In Conflicted Dylan's videos, maybe he just goes by Dylan, maybe that's what I should say. In Dylan's videos, he did a really cool town hall, and he also did a tower. And when I saw him doing that, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. So anyway, I've got this. I was thinking I would actually put this over here, maybe something like this. This is where I laid it out originally and then saved it. So that's going to be a thing I do, I think, at some point. But what I thought I would do is maybe lay out some building over here. This would be like, I was going to make a dining hall, but maybe I would just custom do my own dining hall so I can show you a bit about how that works, because I just thought it was so cool. We do have night descending. Let's see, let me bring those walls back up. I think we're good for the most part to continue at this pace. We may get attacked again, but I think we're doing all right there. We're going to let these guys keep going. How's our stone? We're definitely getting some stone in here again. That's cool. So if we're going to build a custom house, we're actually going to jump into here into this custom element, and we've got all these different pieces we can select from. So we're going to start with the foundation, and then you can actually choose the material. Now, I'm going to go all wood in this case, just like I did the storage building, because I just don't have that much stone, and I've got other things I want to use it for. but I'm going to go light on this. And it seems like, I assume this is the case, that you don't have to actually have all of these woods or any coloring. I think that it just basically does the wood in the color that you choose. So we need a foundation. I want the floors to be white, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to basically just kind of do this out here. I'm trying to remember how big the doors are. Are they 2 blocks? They're 3. They occupy 3. So I want this to be an uneven number when it comes to the width. Let's just do, let's see, somewhere in here. And this is going to be a dining hall. I'm going to want this to be kind of big. I might go a little bit deep. I've got it 21 wide, which is good. And we'll go 25 deep. So that's kind of the base foundation right there. I also want this to be a little bit like oddly shaped. How big did I do this again? It was 21 by 25. And so, uh-oh, let's pause it. We've got invaders coming in. I'm going to at least kind of, lay out the foundation. I think I can actually save this. You can save it. We're going to test this, and we're going to call this new dining hall. I'm curious if you can save it partway in and then continue building on. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, there's an edit, so awesome. We're saved. We're going to close this. We're going to deal with the threat. Alright, I rushed as quickly as I could. I set Diplo and Lane over here, switching them back to footmen, but they are just about to get hit. So let's start this up. They're getting swung at while they switch, but you can see they really aren't taking much damage, so these guys aren't that bad. Not that bad to deal with. Looks like Lane ended up running over and grabbing a sword from over there. Should be able to take these guys out pretty easily. We've got other people coming in to help. Yep, picking out things here. Mojo's jumping in on the action. She's got her sword. Get in there. They're smacking these guys around. You can see they really haven't done much. Just barely a couple slivers of damage. So they're not that much of a threat. But later we will deal with much larger threats. There's actually some very large creatures. Very tough things. But so far so good. Now one of the things I'm a little bit nervous about, I'm going to pause this, is when I switched Mojo over and I looked at her skills. Was it job abilities? Okay. So that's not too bad then, if it was indeed Mojo I was looking at. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's start with Diplo, more info, job abilities. Okay, cool. Retired at apprentice. So what made me nervous was when I went to switch Mojo back, I looked through here. It said footman retired at level 1, and so it made me concerned if she was retired, if she would actually get her abilities back. Let's check this out. I should have taken a closer look at that. Okay, so she did come back as level 1, so that's good. I was a little bit nervous about that, like I said. I was like, I hope I didn't lose anything there. So anyway, that's cool. We're going to go ahead and switch them back to being normal workers since we've taken care of the threat. And yeah, it looks like switching between things is not an issue. Very cool. Okay, where were we? We're getting back here. I've actually replaced this back down. We're going to continue to add to the foundation. Let's see. It's 21 by 25, so it's 4. So if I go 2 off, 2 out, I think. Yep, 21 by 25. We can do something like this. Get kind of cross pattern. Like I said, I want to get a layout that's a little bit more interesting, I guess. Let's do, let's see, 7 by 4. We'll do that over here as well. 7 by 4. So we'll have like an entrance, a doorway will be here. And this can be like kind of a cool pattern. Now when we do the walls, it's going to follow around here and do its own columns. So we can just leave it that way and get kind of a really cool pattern just by adding shapes out here. That may not make a whole lot of sense what I'm saying right now. But hopefully I will be able to demonstrate that here in a second. 2 by 17, 2 by 17, something like that. And then maybe I will do another one off the back here. Something like that. That could be cool. So what we can do is we can actually select the walls here, and if I mouse out, there you go. If I bring my mouse over this, you can see what it's going to do. It's going to want to do columns, and walls based on our selection over here. So we have the white, and then we've got the wood selected here, and it's on a darker color. So we can switch this around. It could be like the lemon, so there you go. That's what that would look like. So it's kind of cool because you could just switch things around and just see what it would look like. You get that little preview of what that could look like, and I think that actually looks pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and just select that. So there you go. That's the plan for that. Yeah, so very cool. It's very different than the other buildings. So let's go ahead and get door in because I just want to see what that's like. We'll just go with this guy. Oh, this is a 4 wide. Okay. I don't know if you can actually do 2 doors. It looks like it won't let it go snug against the wall, so we'll just stick to the 1. That's fine. And the other thing is when I put 1 door in, I tried to do one on the back of the storage and it wouldn't let me, but it's letting us do it here. I want a back door as well. So there you go, 2 entrances. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely a cool look. And then we can actually jump into here with details like the windows as well. So we've got this tall, skinny window. We can do one on each side here. We can do this one maybe in here. Yeah, it's too wide. I was hoping for 3. So we could do this one. Let's get down here a bit. How tall are they? They're about the 3rd one tall. So let's do that. There you go. So we got 2 windows there. And I might go around and do some other windows. I probably will add a few others in there. Somebody has leveled up. And we have our update too. We actually might get a new person joining us here in a second. Let's see. I want to do this. One of the things I don't know is we do have these slabs here, and I'm wondering, okay, so we can place these inside. That is awesome. So we can do some really cool layout in here, or really cool layouts in here as well. We can also, as you can see, we could select the furniture, place some tables. So I'm going to lay this all out. I think some of this, at least the first floor elements, and bring you back in to show you what that's looking like. But let's check out the, and see if we got a new person here. Do we hit our goals? Looks like we did. We're going to get another new settler. Awesome. Okay, well, here's the new member of the crew. You can see she's introducing herself. She's been walking around waving to people, and I have named her Weemet because there is no Weem in the village. I thought, okay, who's next? Wait, I'm not here. So Weemet is the new member. She's been kind of wandering around, as I mentioned, introducing herself, walking up to people and waving. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause. We've got people standing around not doing much. If I bring up the jobs, you can see I switched Mojo and Diplo back to footman status because I'd like them to be, ready to go. Last time we got attacked, I paused right away. I tried to switch the roles and it just wasn't fast enough. They were getting hit midway through transitioning back. So it'll be good to have them always here. We've got, Weemet, Vortek, and Lane now currently on quote-unquote normal tasks, but I should probably make sure that we have normal task activities assigned. So I don't know what that effect in here is. Let's actually run the clock here. Something going on in there. Makes me a little bit nervous. But let's go in here and drag to dig out some more stone. The more stone, the more better, because obviously I'd like to get this finished. I've got other things that we need stone for. Now we actually do have, as you can see here, we've actually got a good chunk of stone going here, which is cool. That's really good. So we can start looking into some things. I don't think, that's not Kolohe. I don't think Kolohe leveled. If he did, I wasn't paying attention and I missed it. Let's see. No, but look at this. He's getting there. Level 1 Mason, he's getting up there. In fact, that was the number I mentioned, right? 147. So we just need to get him a couple other things. And now that he's got a bunch of stone going, we're kind of on our way. Let's bring this back up. Now we've been making stone fences. That's the wrong thing. There we go. We've been making the stone fences. We know that's 21 a pop. I forgot, was it 250 he needed? Anyway, if we got him 100 points, 21 each means we would need to make like 5 of these. Let's just go ahead and make like 8 for now. It's like 160 or something like that, right? We'll go ahead and check this real quick. No, I don't want to. No, that's not what I wanted. Not at all what I wanted. Bring this back up here. Yeah, because he only needs, what is that, 53? Yeah. Excellent, 68. So that's not going to be a problem. We're going to get him leveled up. We'll be able to make the spoon. Then we can assign somebody. We can make a cook. Let's actually bring that part up. Trying to remember here. Let's see. Like if we wanted Weemet, let's say, to be a cook, It has to be a farmer, a level 2 farmer, in fact. So WeMet couldn't do that. We have to have. Did our farmers hit level 2 yet? I don't think so. Oh, we did. Excellent. Nox is a level 2. So Nox can be our cook when the time comes. That'll be great. Cool. We should be just about set here. Let me jump into Nox. Let's double check. Is Kimberly? Kimberly's now level 2 as well. But Nox actually has a high spirit, which, I don't know, hopefully that's important for this. High spirit, easily befriend animals and stand strong against enemies. It seems like a lot of this might be combat focused. Mental activities, crafting. Well, crafting. So Nox is still higher anyway in that regard. So we're going to go ahead and change his job, and there we go. Because we got the spoon made. Nox is going to be our crafter. Once again, I clicked the sun. So there he goes. Taking his level up there. Swoop the spoon, and we now have a cook. Now the cool thing is, I'm kind of coming along with this and thought this will be great because I'll be able to basically get tables in here, storage, but also put the crafting table, however that works, in there as well. There you go. We have the craft menu, and let's jump in here. So we have a stone cauldron. Let's queue that up. And this is a stone mill grinder, which we can also do, so let's queue that up. And then this guy, we've got an additional requirement, level 2, that's fine, not a problem. So we're going to get those two going. That means we'll be able to place those inside of the new building as part of the plan, in fact. So that when we go to build it, it's actually just calculated in, and those get... Actually, you know what? I'm crafting them right now. Anyway, those will be done. that part of the requirement for the building will be done already. Will be sitting out there ready to go. So I just need to get a little bit more furniture in here. Now, one of the things that's a little disappointing right now is that I don't have... let's see if I click to here. I've got this like table for one, dining furniture for introverts. And then we do have a dining table. I was hoping there would be like a longer table, but I'm not seeing it. So I think we're just not quite there yet, or maybe they don't have that. But that's okay. I think what I'll do is I'm going to do a few of these tables with like a chair, like 2 chairs at each table, something like that. And we'll just kind of do this like on one side, like the dining area is on one side. So we're going to go like... let's see, where's the center on this thing? So we'll go like one there, one there, one there. Because not everybody's going to eat at the same time either. So let's see, we're going to rotate these around. Let's do it from this side. Here, here, here. Rotate that around. So that's seating for 6. We have 10 people. You know, I was just saying that they don't eat it all at the same time, but I actually think they kind of do. I was like, wait a second. Actually, they do. So let's think about that. We probably want to make sure and get another couple tables down. In fact, let's just put these together like that. I know the patterns don't quite match up, but I'm okay with that. And then we'll get some more chairs. Rotate this. So that should be cool. As long as we're good to have more than one person at those tables, that's 10 right there. That's what we have. So I think we'll be okay. At this point now, I just need to get some storage in here. We can move in. Actually, can you do that? Question. Can we put these in as part of the plan? Looks like we can. Excellent. I'm going to actually put these against the back window here. Actually, you know what? Let me back out of this. Oh, okay, it is part of the plan. Awesome. I thought, am I just putting those on the ground? I hope not. So anyway, we're going to get all of that built in. Again, more furniture. I'm probably going to drop some more walls in there, but we're running out of time here, so I may have to wrap that up next time. I do want to thank you guys for watching. I did just mention next time, I think I will do another video on this. I'm kind of taking it one at a time here. Obviously, I've spent tonight just making all 3 of these together. If you've watched this far, probably been over the course of a couple days, but for me it's been over the course of just one night. So anyway, thanks for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys come back for the next one, and I'll catch you next time.